Hellos? Hellos? Oh, there it goes. All right.
Hello, I will be back.
It's a Pete.
I'm
And we are the lives.
sorry.
I'm already live on Twitch. Just letting you know.
Oh, Discord's lying to me. It doesn't say you're live.
Oh, well, I just went live. Like I pushed the button and then you said hello.
Okay. So I have great timing.
Yeah, I just
hello.
wanted to make sure you
Hello,
knew.
Twitch. Hello, YouTube. I'll be back. I've got my pay's still not in, but I've got a bit of money left over, so I'm going to quickly do some computing now.
Oh.
It's another one of those days.
It is. I feel you. It's all right. I'm a big boy. I can stream by myself.
Back in probably half hour.
Move over here. I need to grab stuff. I wasn't sure if Pete was going to join us this morning. He wasn't feeling super well last night. You know how health issues and like it's important to take care of yourself. Like, all joking aside and everything, it really is important to take care of yourself. Make sure that you're good. So I wasn't sure if he was going to join us this morning. He usually is up and running a little bit earlier. So I just was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna go the distance. I'm gonna go for speed. We'll see how it goes. During So the plan today is to try and get Missile Factory actually producing no crap missiles. So yeah. Somewhere over here I have belts. It's right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing about having that thing built, is I can go over there and go, no, I need this, and then run over here, start building more things. And then by the time I've decided that I've used all of them, I'll have should have more more of them already. That stuff should have looked like that. All right. Ooh. Sort to get. You're running. Oh. When I changed the carts over, I bet I did. make more. I may need to beef this up. Eventually, I'm gonna need fuel canisters around here. Either that, or I need to beef up. I may need this thing made up with its own fuel. You need to make sure these guys. Take the all the Get out here real quick. Make sure. Yeah, that is going to cause problems. That's going to grind everything to a halt real fast. They are not happy about me riding on that thing. That's for sure. Pete's trying to make better bypass. That way we can have a junction with less connections or less junctions. So if something wants to go through it, it doesn't run it does what it needs. The trick with that is it's you want the less time something runs into each other or has a chance to cross each other, the better junction. That's why I have like these things here where they come in, go back in direct, so that way they don't cross each other. Because every time you have a junction where things are going different directions, they just have a chance to like running into each other and causing problems, stopping. Jesus, nice. Oh, so that should get that thing going. Makes me end up as fast as put it. All right, we'll get that going again. Hit the biomap back or the fuel back up. how to deal with one. So what I'll end up probably doing is bringing energy composite fuel down here, maybe. They only desire 8. Yeah, so it's only 140. Probably I need to put purple lasers in there most likely. What is going to end up happening is I have to figure out. I'm going to probably have to move that jet turbine to a different one. I'll put the jet turbine on wherever the most the high powered one is, which is probably going to be the charger. I'll have this one wants so that was a pristine stinger and a plasma. So this one wants one was, let's see, it needs 512 yes per. So these things are like wants a lot of power. So I need to put the warhead first neck. The warhead and viewers are a little bit easier because I don't need extra stuff for them. But I need a crap load of power, and at 512, 512 PPS. I don't think I can. This thing's only gonna power like 3 of them. I may need to come up with a different power for this stuff because I'm only gonna be able to power like 3 or 4 of these things at a time. Sorry, 512 PPS per. So I might be able to get 4. That's if that thing's running at full blast. If I do that, I move turret back. Because even at that point, we're looking at we want over 2,000. Like it won't be able to sustain it. No, we're over 2,500. It won't be able to sustain all 5 of them. Technically, we can fire these missiles, and these are these are starting to be the big boys. I thought there was a cluster missile. I thought there was a one where you took these things and separated them back out. But I think doing this with 5 of them may be a good plan. only want 8. You guys only want 8. Get something like that. So those 8, 8. I wonder. Eight times. It's like 384. So that would be an extra 1,500. So I would be able to, maybe if I leave this guy here up here, if I leave that guy up there, and have it shoot power back here, like shoot some power here, it doesn't need a lot of power here, and then shoot a big laser to this guy. Basically, I'm gonna need two runs per. The only issue is that I'm gonna need a lot more of these. A lot more. Which once I get out of this little row, it's gonna get uppity. I think what's going to end up happening, I may end up building my own biomass here for this thing. I don't know how I want to do that. I may change. Because the whole, this is just stingers. So the only thing that's in this is stingers. So I have 18,000 stingers. So it takes all the stingers that we collect up there and move them here. What if we? I'd have to. Well, I can just calculate. Is it where to put 16 of those in? I would need like 5 jet turbines. I would need like 4 or 5 jet turbines just to power this. I think having to do it done this way may be a better way. Once I get out of the CLU, we'll just have to maybe drop it to 4 instead of 5. Let it breathe. at a pure, very, or missile. I don't know what that is. Cryo field missile. That one. Armor piercing missile. Make a bunch of those. I could have swore there used to be a cluster. Keep throwing stuff out.
Ella.
Hi, Pete. I saw you. Yeah, fine. I was just waiting for you to.
Because you actually now notice the in-game chat.
Sometimes, not always. I'm not very good at it.
But yeah, I am back. But yeah, I gave myself a migraine earlier trying to work out a brand new track intersection for us.
Yeah, that stuff will get you.
I've got a 3-layer design. I'm trying to compress it down to 2 layers. I'm pretty much trying to make it so that there's no loops, no, crossing other paths, just a branch and a merge at the end.
Yeah, lofty goal.
Yes, well, if I can make it work, I'm gonna write an item that we can right-click on on the center of a junction, and have it just, pull pieces of track out of our inventory and build it. So that we never have to deal with this again. You may have noticed that I, Frankenstein the main junction a bit.
I kind of poked at it a second. I didn't stick or mess with it too far because I didn't want to mess with it too much. I can poke at it if you want me to.
It's up to you. But pretty much, I came in yesterday and we had fully blocked off both the center square loop and then the one extending out towards the depot, and filled the overpass, and had, a row of cars trying to come in from glyphs. And so it became this Frankenstein monster, and, this monstrous intersection that now moves things.
We can have a question. I need 32 plasma imbued missiles to make one of these things. Yeah, it turns a single imbued missile into 8 rapid-fire missiles, each doing 1/4 of the original damage. Total double.
Yeah, so I unlocked all the frozen factory missiles.
Yeah, I saw the crypto missile or cryo missile. Other one.
I'm gonna be muted for most of the first hour of the stream.
Yeah.
I haven't had dinner.
Okay.
And it's like 10:30.
No worries. I am going to try to make missiles too. Yeah, I did figure out though that the missile imbuers want all of the power.
They do. I wonder if this is still a command.
Something to eat that is round and orange.
Why would I ever get rid of that?
Just didn't know if you're gonna convert that to a Lumia stream command.
I hadn't. I really need to sit down and do a lot of that stuff. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess what to do with it's not the correct way to say that, but it's like how, like what colors I should make things, and I probably should just do a stream one day of I just should do a stream one day of like how to do that, or how to set Lumia up.
Yeah. Honestly, if the software was more within my budget, I'd just get a goddamn lifetime, license for it.
Yeah.
Alright, going to mute so I can eat and work on this junction. I want to figure this out.
No worries. Just stop.
Look into my eyes and don't be shy. Feel the music in your blood tonight.
Right, stuffing.
Feel the rhythm in my bones. What do you say? I don't know. Nah, I can't hear you out. Yeah. Follow through the mellow. I can show you the right moves for you. Move your feet, come on, and dance with me. Till that is all you wanna do.
So I'm sticking.
When everyone has gone and we are on our own, till then I'll follow roads that never take me home. But if you find me there, oh, I'll show you where there ain't no lies. Oh, just look in my blue eyes.
Just stop.
I can't help it, for some reason I feel so alive tonight.
Game transporters are not making stuff for maintenance. You know, I can find them. Damn. Well, how back. Want the software network software Mark ones or the Mark II? Oh, I got to make Mark.
Sorry?
It didn't matter. I got to make Mark ones. So I need Mark ones to make Mark IIs. I don't have Mark PPPs, so that's gonna be a problem.
You can convert, go further down, there's a recipe to go from standard Falcors to Falcor Transits.
But I still need the hard PC.
Yes.
Not heard it for years, but I just need to make iron pieces. But I might do that. Make it up. But I'll leave that alone. I'll come back to it later when I go, hey, why I sent you these working? And then I'll be like, oh, I don't have these things. Why don't I have these things? Why didn't I set them up? Be a surprise. Be great. There. Little ones. I'm not making no. Am I not making the lasers? Energy laser energy transmitters?
Which mark?
Any of them? I thought I was making twos.
2s are down and I'm mining for 1.
I'm not making them. Bad Yeti.
3s I've been handcrafting and throwing at you.
Gotta fix that problem. It is a problem. Make Mark quite bad. Oh, the laser mark beats are just pain messes.
Just A and B. It's awesome.
Okay, go now. Go now.
Crazy wiring.
Go now. Go now. You're not making stuff fast enough.
I'm awful.
But it's had, I need, so in order to even run 5 of those in viewers, I basically need two freaking terabytes running. And then the excess, I'm going to power the other, parts of the setup. So my aunt needed a ride to the airport, right? But she texted me last night on my way home. He's like, "Hey, we're still good for going to the airport, or for a ride to the airport tomorrow, right?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." She's like, "Okay, I'll be there at 11." I'm like, "Well, I leave at 10:45, so I'd probably be there before that." I'm helping you out and giving you a ride to the airport. You may want to show up when I leave. Because it's like a 30-minute drive for me to get to the airport. And then when I get there, I have like a 15-minute train ride I have to take to be able to get to I have like a 15-minute train ride I have to take to be able to get to the office. Between, having to wait on the train and hopefully finding a seat. So, no, that's not how this works. You're lucky I stopped and got gas last night.
just have 2 sections to figure out how to plug in now.
Alright, there's 35 more points for you.
Cool. I've already given myself a migraine.
Oh, don't do that.
Well,
Something different.
I'm impressed with what I've achieved. See, when you see it, you'll be impressed as well, and confused, and probably scared. But I've done it. My head hurts. I just validate this thing with tour cards and
Birdie guy.
okay. North or south? East. And then what?
eventually, this is just to kind of get this stuff working. To be able to make the cluster missiles, I need a bunch of missiles to make the cluster missile launchers, or the custom cluster missile back there. So what will end up happening is, like the area down here, I'll have, because you can either make armor-piercing missiles or you can make cluster missiles. So I'll end up having, down here, I'll have armor-piercing missiles. And then down closer to the main base, we'll have cluster missile manufacturers.
I'm ready to show off my work.
Part's gonna face through the tracks.
Mm-hmm. Just going to each tour car station real quick and hitting all the buttons. This is why I'm using tour cards, by the way. So I can queue each cart deployments quickly. Two layers, exactly. And if we need to, we can basically extend the output merge further out.
Yeah.
But yeah. You can understand why I have a bit of a migraine now.
No, they're trying to get it all to go and trying to make sure that it's all even on every side makes it difficult. Especially trying to keep, it's just trying to limit the amount of junctions in there. Because the more of those you have, the worse it is.
Now, potentially, we could save a crossover and bring the right-hand turn and just merge it early, but then we could create a loop where they could, you know...
Yeah.
I think we could? No, because we'd have to do it afterwards, so... But we would create a choke point earlier on.
No, this is fine.
Yeah. The other reason I kept these, as I said, was so that we could then just take this merge point, move it out to here if we have, you know, a high volume of carts going this way.
Yeah.
So... Woo!
No, that's fine. It should work. Better than what we have.
Now to build it twice more. I gotta build just the bottom layer and then just the top layer. And then later I'm gonna download the world save so that I can convert this into a collection of pieces and rotations. Well, the intention is I'm going to say you go to the center point of the junction and you right click and it'll put the junction centered there.
Yeah.
And anywhere where we've got to manually build it, well, we've got to manually build it. But that was why I was trying to get it down to 2 blocks high, because like the first design was 4 and had to go underground. The second one is 3, but was sort of I did each, you know, path at a time, and it ended up being this mess. And this one is just, I thought, why don't I just try and weave it, like,
yeah,
just do an over and under, or an under and over rather in this case.
Oh, look at that. We're charging missiles.
Woo, missiles! I've still got one.
By charging missiles, I mean we charge one missile. I know it's got 5.
See? Missiles. You were right. You just didn't notice.
Like being a missile technician.
Sorry?
Or does it make me a missile technician or a rocket scientist?
Don't know.
Gotta be
I think
For the armor.
I'm gonna leave any more track work until later. Give my brain a rest.
yeah, probably good fun.
But yeah, after stream, I'm probably going to strip this main intersection down and rebuild it in the new style. Because let's face it, this is a chaotic mess.
Yeah, it just gets worse and worse as we try to fix it.
Well, I pretty much put these extra paths in just to relieve, well, I'd say excess pressure, but that's not quite right. But, best analogy I've got right now.
Well, yeah, it's just basically removing choices, right? So limiting the choices the carts can go, so they can't make bad decisions. As we've seen, the carts will make bad decisions.
So how many research points have we got now? 37. Yeah, not quite enough. Damn it. Alright, well. Guess I'm gonna go fire Hodor back up. Oh, Hodor is behind the lifts. there goes Hodor.
Structure complete.
Oh yeah, the improves plasma viewed missiles by using pristine fingers to sharpen the warhead and harden the missile. Pieces damage 6-fold. Machine requires half the one of the platinum process. So basically what will happen is I think this guy
No!
So basically, all we're doing is we're pumping power and resources into the missiles, and we're just trying to make them stronger and stronger and stronger. And then what we'll end up doing is we'll have these missiles are for like the heavies, like and honestly, these are probably going to be just stockpiled. We're literally just going to stockpile missiles for the foreseeable future. I want to have,
And there's going to be zero allowance of that storage ever being considered full. If it runs out of space, we build bigger.
yeah, we just add more mass storage. And I'm just gonna have, because the problem is even though I want to be able to have a ridiculous amount of missiles being able to be made, I per second, it's not sustainable. Because in order to even be able to run like these, we're these things only make like one every 15 seconds. So in order to make 1,000 per second, I would have to have 1,500, no, 15,000, right? Yeah, I'd have to have 15,000 of these manufactured. Not that I really need 1,000 per second, but if we say 10,000 per, like, so 1,000 per minute, even at 1,000 per minute, I would need 250. So, and with the 100 that I have, we're gonna, we'll make about 25 per minute. So we're only making 25 missiles per minute. And technically, once we build the clusters, that will go from 25 to 400 per minute, because it does amplify it. but you are losing some power from the individual missiles. Overall, you're gaining, but you have to be able to fire more, which also means you have to transfer more. Which I wonder if the cluster manufacturer only take only 8 power.
Sorry?
I'm talking to myself, but the cluster manufacturer.
Cluster missile? Okay, 1 second.
I was looking. Well, I'm there looking at it now. Yeah. Why isn't there a search in here?
The cluster missile crafter. You need a... Yeah, it just requires a hopper with power and the missiles.
But it's like 8 power per second.
32 power per second.
So that's amazing. Yeah, I was gonna say if it was 8, it may be worth just making the clusters locally. But with the
It takes 60 seconds to make one. I'll make one. We'll make them.
okay. So we may have to transport, or at least transfer the MG bin, make them locally. But because we're gonna need a bunch of those. Right now, I'm just trying to get enough. Possibly. Because I'm going to need a buttload.
Okay. I launched a bunch of hodors. We should have some deorbit containers around the place now.
Why isn't it picking up the empty filter?
Machine permissions.
Oh, that's right. I can actually sit that one. Whatever. Let's do that.
I get to play Find the Blinky Flashies. Because the problem is the containers can be anywhere along the loaded area.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so far I worked out for preparation, I'm gonna need to get a lift for nickel, a lift for iron, a lift for biomass, a lift for chrome and molybdenum, and then a lift to take biomass down to tier 4, or the chrome and molybdenum mines. Because I'm gonna need a hell of a lot of power down there to run the processing for them. Well, the mining part of it.
I set myself on fire a little bit.
How did you set yourself on fire?
I played in the jet turbine exhaust.
Oh. Hello, Hive. You've grown. Remember how I said that, I would have preferred having a way to dispose of the, the backed up unprocessable resin?
Yeah.
So that we don't have the hive grow and not get, removed?
Has it gotten out of hand?
Well, it's no longer entirely within the frame. So, yeah.
Oh, no, that's fine. It mostly takes care of that. I wish we had a thing from like mass storage that said export when it's over this. You know what I'm saying?
Like a reverse
Like if-
stocking port.
Yeah, like if it, if it's over this, like start, an output port that you can set like a level on that says, if it's above this, then start working. Because then we could force it to do that.
Well, we can do it. It'd just be much easier to do it that way if we had that. But now what I can do is I can use a... We have a way of setting up a priority splitter. In
We
fact,
could
there's
set up
priority.
couldn't I set up if I set up a train station here that said keep this at like say 1,000 items in here, so if it was over 1,000 it would start trying to chew down to it. But then the problem is if it was under 1,000, like it would start trying to bring resin to this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it hits enough power, it will do that where it kind of comes up here. I was tempted to build like a wall to keep it kind of contained up there.
Yeah. I'd much rather the certainty of it, you know. Yeah, it can keep growing, but you know, but it's constantly being cleaned out.
What else can we make with resin?
No. Sorry?
What else can we make with resin?
Well, you could consult your handy dandy guidebook to know the answer to that.
Yeah, but every time I look in there, it makes my head hurt.
Yeah, the lack of a search function doesn't help. But if I understood how it went together, I'd just write an external help viewer for the game. If I understood how it went together, I'd write an external help writer for the game.
Oh, speaking of, I was taunting DJ yesterday.
Oh god.
No, well, he was streaming AstroTurf, and he was talking about trying to make sure people understand that people have the correct idea for the game, and his vision of the game is basically Euro Truck Simulator in space. He's like, it's not a factory game. It's Euro Truck Simulator in space. So he was worried and wanting to make sure people know. So, but the name of it was like, the game's like are doing okay. There's like no problems with it or something. Like, well, there's a major problem with your game. I was like, I can't play it. So he said, yeah, kind of thing to me a thing on Discord, saying that if I wanted access to it, he would give me access. I'm more than willing to look, at the game, especially at that one. That one looks interesting. The real trick is going to be the ship customization. Because that's going to be important for that game. Being able to customize your ship and change things and stuff like that, I think, are, if he's trying to make it a Euro Truck Simulator in space, it's going to need that. So at that point, you're almost going to have to. He's going to need to make it where we can put like bubble heads on the
You don't need bobblehead. Just, if we could put a tin of bobbleheads would be awesome. Take back what I was going to say.
Well, you don't need them, but you want to be able to put bobbleheads in. You want to be able to put that stuff in because that allows people to throw different stuff in their ship. And especially with Elite Dangerous and stuff like that, already having those, the Christmas lights and stupid crap like that in there, you almost need them. You can get away with not having them. Like, it's not like, oh my god, the game's broken, I can never play it. But it's one of those immersion things, especially if you're going to expect people to literally just stare at the screen and space truck. You need to give them stuff inside there to, a reason to space truck. But a lot of it is I'm just guessing because I don't have good knowledge yet of what the game is. I haven't got my hands on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It is. A couple of weeks ago, I was like, "Hey, so when we wreck our cars, do we have to, wreck the spaceships? Is it going to generate a FortressCraft world where we have to repair our ship?" I don't think he thought it was as funny as I did. I thought it was hilarious. Well, the problem is I was joking, and I think he took me very serious, which DJ often does.
As cool as that would be, if, you're doing your trucking,
I'd be such a king.
and then, something goes wrong and you crash into a planet, and it begins, the Fortress Craft.
Yeah, the starting scenario of where you fly by and get hit by a sun and crash your ship.
Yeah, just change the starting point to you were delivering cargo and you did a stupid.
Yeah.
And now you're on an alien planet and they don't like you.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be hard to do it, because then all you do is just generate the ship on instead of the crash ship you start with here, you have it generate or whatever your stock ship is, or whatever ship you're flying instead. And then depending on if you were smart, what you would do is have the stuff you need to fix your ship already, so you just kind of land, tag a couple of resources, let it repair itself, and take off. I honestly would probably be in for that.
Yeah, honestly, though, I reckon if DJ had unlimited time, unlimited money, and unlimited programming power, or programmer power, aka heads, to write code, he'd probably make an Astro Trucks where if you crash land on a planet and you can't repair your ship, it's FortressCraft time. Oh hell, that would be. See, the problem is I have extremely technically possible fucking hell of a lot of work, once for games. Like, imagine you have, imagine you had dual universe, but you had the FortressCraft level of factory building on the planets, and Euro Truck Sim / I'm guessing more Astro Truck style space stuff. Like, that would be.
Oh yeah,
Imagine
it'd be.
If you put all DJ's games together in one.
Well, and that was kind of my thought process, right? Because if you look at the cockpit in Astro Truck, it looks very similar to the opening sequences of this game. And part of that, I'm sure, is because that's just the way it is.
God damn it, now I want an Arcus cinematic universe. But no, like, Astro Trucks is the space portion, FortressCraft becomes the planet portion. You have that UAV drone game as you're scouting out, locations and, and as a way to defend your enemies initially. Like, I'm sure, both Nomancer and that old 2D space game, oh not old, but 2D space game he wrote for Mixer, could be somehow integrated in. It would be amazing. It would probably be having an identity crisis along the way, but...
Yeah, it's... The problem is, and at that point, it's... And it was written... My comment was more of a... kind of that process of a, hey, this would be cool to have all of DJ's games kind of in one place type thing. But it would be too much. It would be like Spore all over again, right? Because that's, you know, and it would be great for you know, for people that had played the living crap out of this game or something. Like it wouldn't be that bad. But like trying to fly a space game and just wanting a space game, and the next thing you know, now you're having to build a factory. Like it would be a very, very niche group of people to play it.
The factory part would have to be optional. Like a lot of the pieces would have to be optional. Like you could go scavenge for some resources you need in your ship. Your ship's built-in repair system could auto-craft it.
Yeah.
You know, you go around, you dig up the ores you need, you know, and the ship handles the rest.
Oh hell, like honestly, I'd be happy if I just go to a planet and just create a storage facility and just go mine shit myself.
Yeah, like there's so many things.
And I assume it's written on the same engine technology, so it looks very similar. But that's me not having, you know, full understanding of a lot of stuff too. So.
Based on the things that DJ was learning when we last departed from, you know, knowing a lot about what he was working on, he'd started going down the rabbit hole of something called compute shaders, which I'm not sure what they do. What? Okay, can't buy. Apparently one of the freight cars decided that its people needed it.
That could be a problem.
Because it just straight arced up, or just, you know, nose up and just went upwards.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them that they'll come over, especially the ones coming into the biomass. They were like firing up the ramp and like almost into the biomass, and then turning around and getting to the docking station.
Well, no, this one came over the ramp, went to turn towards the lifts, and then just up. Just vertically up off the track into the sky. I love moments like that. It's just too many rotations applied at once, and it just... Too many rotations, too much speed, too much chaos. But yeah, so... No, I think he was looking into a lot of new technology to basically rebuild everything he had.
Yeah, and he does that. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I said, it would be a disaster of just
like,
chaos and like a pain in the ass. The problem is too, honestly, like for us, you know, that would be a dream come true game. Like we'd be like, oh, this would be the best game ever. And probably for, you know, 20 people, like they would like, this is the best game I've ever played. This would be amazing, you know. But for the vast majority of people out there, and the ones that would be paying for DJ to survive and live, they would hate it.
see, the problem is you'd have to you'd have to have any, so discussing the crazy rabbit hole idea. You'd have to have it so that you could, or you could either just have it build a factory and you're done automatically, or you could build, super basic factory and it will be fine, or you could spend the time and play the factory building minigame.
Yeah, you would almost have to have it.
You need
Where-
3 versions of the same functionality, just to.
Yeah, where you could basically just say, you could go up to the planet and be like, "Hey, I want a factory. Just set this up as Iron Factory," and then boom, it's done, and you just go away. And then, or you can come in, you can like design a pre-made factory, and then it just drop the pre-made factory down. Or
Yeah.
you could go in. Yeah, you would have to.
Have prefab factories, and then you have the ability to build your own.
Yeah, that would be the only way, even remotely, that it would survive.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, like it would be an amazing game, but at the same time, like it would be a lot. And it would be one of those things, especially at that, because I think he was talking about making it a persistent world too. Like, not everybody on one server, but making it server based and
Yeah.
the only thing I worry about, or I want, is in all seriousness, is I want to be able to buy the facility. So if there's a mine or there's something, I want to be able to buy the mine. At minimum, like I want to buy the mine or buy the refinery or buy whatever so I can get the profits and I can start delivering stuff to my own. And then the next prop is going to be trying to get enough into the game to make sure that you can have a bunch of shit to do.
See how well this works. Dynamic frame rate 6.
Yeah, I just kind of jokingly was poking him about that. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to have it, but the amount of money he'd have to spend on making that function and work, he would never get it back. In the game just it wouldn't do well.
That would have to be a Kickstarter affair with a team of developers and a hell of a lot better management than another game that we've recently played has, and a lot more integrity and a lot less shareholdering.
Yeah, well, yeah, that game you wouldn't be able to have. It would have to have its own. Yeah, it would have to. There's no way around it. Because as soon as you get people in that are just trying to get money out of it, that game, it would be a labor of love, not a. That's not a money maker. But no, I thought it would be a funny thing to do. I'd have fun with it.
Oh yeah, did you notice that I'm slightly modified how the lightweight machine housings was being done? The answer to that is it's no longer slow.
Okay.
I got tired of there not being housings, much like I am about to be tired of there not being gears.
To be fair, they probably need just a massive amount of overfill pipe to all of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hopper's output really slowly by default.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, hoppers don't do well.
so yeah, you've got both ports now moving iron from one side to the other. And transport pipes linking them so they'll be a bit quicker. And yeah, I've replaced the directly touching hopper port stocking port with a bulk on transport pipe, so it'll duck shove as fast as it can. Looks like it's actually starting to keep up too.
That's probably actually now that I have it connected to something that actually has the stuff I'm trying to pick up. They actually function and work correctly.
Nah.
Reason. Reason.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Should get us a little bit more feed. You'll figure out how to get here. Once the fuel starts showing up, let's be making decent amount of missiles. And then over the next little bit of time, we'll just be expanding the missile production more and more and more. There's now that we actually have enough fuel in here to power all of those, should see more and more of these things start to come out. already have 12 power machines. Oh. All right, so it's not gone. It's not going to go well for the bugs, Pete. It's not going to go well for the bugs. To be fair, though, they kind of deserve it. That's not helpful. Helpful. I'm just going to try to turn all the stingers that we have currently stockpiled and just start turning them like this. I was hoping it was going to tell me how much damage it were actually caused. It's just too much.
And that's what I call high quality tool.
Here with the hydrates. And a dog away.
You still haven't renamed dog ammo. I'm sad.
I do like the fact that now I say dog ammo and Cinder comes over.
Well, that's pretty good, man.
Keep for not taking my finger off. I appreciate it. You can have another one now. You already got. I'm not going to sit here and hand feed through all of these. Have other people. You already got 2. Well, I don't have any more. I'm out. So, Yeah, I need to. I need to get. So you can change the pictures for those. Have to have. You have to have basically, and I need to make it some emote. You need doggo emote. Then I can add it to. The folks were smart. They would start attacking this facility now.
Yeah. They
Lucky
don't know
for us,
how
they're
to
not
do
smart.
Oh well, I'll put off as long as I can. I better go plan out where I'm gonna put these goddamn buggerless shelves.
Who's got missiles being produced? I was going to ask how many more research points you needed, and I realized the answer was yes.
Well, I mean, yes. Because, I mean, still haven't done particle filtration.
Yes.
The research. So, yeah, no, it's a case of, as we keep seeing them, we're gonna have to keep collecting them, because I need 6. So I need. Yeah, 6 six cargo lifts I need to set up. Because I need 1 from mining floor 1 to mining floor 2. And 2 from cryo cabin to mining floor 1. 3. Nope, I fucked this up already. I need 3 from cold caverns to mining floor 1, 2 from cold caverns to mining floor 2, and 1 from mining floor 1 to mining floor 2. Just to be confusing.
Say that your name. Picture problem machines. Oh, it gets worse. Kusuki? Or am I just trying to pronounce too many letters? Hey, think of the folius. Toes, like on your feet. Oh, Tosuke? Yeah, I saw, that's how he pronounces it. Well, you know, it's Evie. Evie gets away with a lot of stuff that I would never be able to get away with, just to be fair. Because, well, she's Evie. No, we were talking about, I've been looking for people that do artwork, because my channel needs some work. I'm sure you're looking at some of it going, oh yeah, it does. So, but my big thing is, my Yeti head that I have is very important. That art style, I don't know if that's something that you're comfortable with, the art style, or if you, like, it's an old art style, so a lot of people don't even know what the hell it is. But it's rat pink. Rats like the animal, pink like the animal. So, I am very partial to the head. I love it. I loved it as soon as I originally saw it. I am not opposed to somebody taking another look at it. But I know I read through your page. You want a bunch of stuff like in email, and I can send all this stuff to you in email too. Just to figure out what we need to start. But I need all kinds of crap. I need emotes. I need all my banners need to be redone. My YouTube stuff needs to be done. I am in Evie's Discord, yes. Yeah, and that's the hard part, right? Like, so a lot of people, I'm not trying to put constraints on an artist, because constraining an artist is like one of the worst things you could ever do to them. Like, I'm trying to find somebody that enjoys doing what I want to be done, if that makes sense. I'm usually, I work, but I'm usually on Discord the whole time. So I said at work, and I'm an IT service tech professional, so a lot of my time is sitting around. And of course, I say that today I'll get to work, and it'll be one of those days like yesterday where you don't get to sit down most of the day because somebody decided to upgrade the program in the middle of an airline loading passengers. That went well, by the way. But yeah, so
So I hope someone got fired for that, because
I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna get a talking to about that today.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of pointing and yelling yesterday already because of a different airline. The software we were given to install for them was several years old and wasn't updated. So there was already harsh feelings about that going around. And then in the midst of all of that, now we have this other problem. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to do well. But yeah, so what I'm looking for, and it looks like according to your commission, you do a lot of this stuff. I do want. I have kind of a retro thing. I doubt it. Got from Nerd or Die, but it's too busy and it doesn't work for what I want to do with it. So the whole stream overlay with all the colors and fancy stuff, I'd like to have that stuff. That one's a little bit more specific. I have some weird requirements for that. The big weird requirement is like that. You notice all my lights change. So when I do that, all the lights change in my room. I have a panel I can overlay on my screen, so I want the overlay to be being able to have replacement colors in it. So basically, I'll just have a color that I basically chroma key out, and then put this behind it and allow me to change stuff. Yeah. So one of the very original ideas is if you go and look at the old Rat Fink stuff, it's the rat, and he's driving the old monster truck car. It's got the big blower and the big tires and smoke coming off of it, stuff like that. The whole original idea was to kind of have this crazy, overpowered computer that we do stupid things with and we break games. And that was kind of the whole idea. And the whole point of the ultimate point of that was to have that on a shirt. Is to have an actual shirt that people could buy that had that on it. Because even if it wasn't mine, I would buy that shirt. Like that to me is just the most amazing shirt ever. And then of course, like all my banners, all the stuff down, the original artist I had do the artwork I have now. I was living in Utah at the time, so that's why all the mountains and stuff like that, and the Yeti. And like I would change it to Purple Sasquatch, but nobody can spell Sasquatch. Purple's hard enough to spell as it is. So I'll stay where I'm at. And so the mountains can go. I moved back home to Texas, so that stuff is all stuff that can change because as far as I'm concerned, I spent so much time up north that I'm a displaced Yeti now. Even though Texas is always going to be home. But yeah, so it's things like that. So trying to get the banners going, I need emotes badly. My emotes, I just haven't been able to find emotes that I'm happy with. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want generic ones because they're generic ones. No. Ew. But if you see like the Plum Yeti, it's just basically my logo shrink down, and then I think I have. I don't use my emotes nearly enough. So we have this one, and this one. And Pete actually added the Santa Claus hat. That's a me. So we're definitely making missiles now. Don't want to, like, we're okay for damage right now, not having to worry about. Yeah. Yep, no, easy enough. I just ultimately, like, so I'm serious. I want to get this stuff done. Like, obviously we have to figure out if we work together, and like, I refuse to go beg and chase and, like, like, I don't have good experiences in the past with artists that I've had to chase. So the fact that you've actually shown up and asked what I'm trying to do makes me feel a lot happier. Not that you should have to do all the work either. That was my problem in the past with other artists, is that, and not to sound stereotypical, but artists are usually a little flighty. That's why they're artists. But, and that's the other problem too, is you can't constrain like that. The last thing I want to do is tie them down and be like, no, you need to do this exact thing. Because as soon as I start trying to tell you, no, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, before we even start, like, I'm missing out on the stuff that you may want to try to put into it. So I will just send me a thing on Discord, and we'll talk about, because obviously I want to pay you for your time. I don't want to. I'm not one of those people that think that, well, I'll give you exposure. No, exposure doesn't pay for your light bill. It doesn't pay for all your drawing tablets. It doesn't pay for your computers. It doesn't pay for, it doesn't pay for, cheeseburgers and ramen noodles. Like, the only thing exposure gives you is freaking death. So I have no problem paying for the what we need to agree on amount and working that out. And then after all that's said and done, then we'll work on exposure. I have no problem telling people who did stuff for me. I feel that for you there. This past couple of years, it's just been horrible. I'm in dire need of a new chair myself. I'm waiting for a couple of things to kind of clear. The problem is I'm probably going to go with a Secret Labs chair, I think, which is, they're horribly expensive. Um, but it's either that or just get another DX Racer chair. This chair, I bought this chair thinking that, oh, it's Deadpool, it'll be great. This chair is horrible. Never buy one of these chairs. The foam and the backrest of it, I'm actually having to step forward because if I lean against it, there's a couple of metal rods that run through the back of it, and the foam is actually, it's cut through the foam. So now the foam for the chair, for the padding, is behind the metal rods. I pull it back to the front, but it's not doing well. It ends up hurting my back, and oh god, first world problems. But yeah, so I'm trying to find someplace, I'm not trying to get a free chair out of the deal. But I definitely could use, I want a chair that obviously I'm happy with, and that I can, because if I'm not going to recommend it, like why the hell would I want it? Oh wow. Yeah, I have. It's hard to. It may be hard to see, but I have a shoulder operation where I subluxated my shoulder snowboarding when I was younger. Um, and between that and a bunch of other pops, I have chronic health issues. So having a good cheer is helpful. Yeah, I'm torn between because there's some like obviously a gaming chair is not really the best chair to have. A gaming chair really isn't good. They look so cool. And I'd probably be cheaper just buying an actual good chair. My DX Racer, it did really, really well. I was really impressed with the DX Racer. And the only reason I got rid of my DX Racer is because I had it for several years, and like the PU leather down by like under my thigh, like where the front of the seat wrapped over, was starting to separate. It would pinch me every once in a while, and I wear shorts when I'm at home because well I'm at home and I can wear shorts, and so it pinched the back of my legs, and I didn't like it. So I took it to work because at work I wear pants because I have to, and it works great at work. Yeah, just send me the link for yours too, the one you have. I'm definitely taking recommendations. I'll have. I think I may have $400 to $600 I can spend on that. And I would much rather. And thinking about it, I really should just get one of those damn the seats with the mesh backs on it, because that way my back doesn't get hot. I'm telling you, man, I am just full of first world problems. Oh my god. Mine with jet turbines. Within years, so seriously. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I DX Racer. I had, I love my DX Racer. I still use it. I've had it for four, no, get laid off. I've had my DX Racer for. I haven't had my DX Racer that long, have I? No. Okay, no. I don't know. I've had my DX Racer for like 4 or 5 years, I think, 6 years. Yeah, because I was streaming, so it'd have to be like 5 or 6 years. This is just going to be just rinse and repeat. It's going to be literally, let's see how many, how many can stuff into the same small location.
Structure complete.
I love it when a plan comes together. You guys don't even know what you're in for in November. I'm telling you. Issuing challenges, people. I'm telling you. I might actually be kind of sad if you aren't able to murder me. That. Fancy. Eventually have them catch up. Once they get caught up, we get able to build the second one. Build and just add and add and add. We'll have lots of stuff. So the ultimate plan is just to have missile, or so empty missile, high explosive missile, and viewed missiles. And then this will be the armor piercing missiles back here. Obviously, this I can only make 5 at a time. These are making 16. So the 5, what will happen? And then this was making 16 again. Yes, definitely pew missiles. So what my plan is to have these guys kind of branch out this direction, and jump in the fire. I fell down and burnt green fire. And then once I kind of run out of the armor piercing connectors, I'll build a bunch of the cluster missiles, and then I think, yeah, I'm worried about how close we're going to get to that thing. But and then at some point I'll probably go down here and turn back, and then have a bunch of the cluster missile manufacturer, so that we can just have a ridiculous amount of robot or minecarts. The other issue I'm worried about too is I may have to have 2 missile cart delivery rack. I may need to have one that takes a large amount of missiles from out here and takes them into a closer place, and then once they get to the closer place, then have another track that will deliver them to the batteries. Is having the amount of missiles I need to be able to move at this point is going to be a large number, and at 50 missiles a cart, we're going to need a lot of carts. I'm literally going to need like 200 carts. It's just moving missiles. Because once everything's going and firing on all cylinders, it's gonna be a mess. Because right now the pew-pews are doing their work, but I want to be able to put missiles. I need to figure out what the minimal range for a missile is, but it's not. And I know there is. It's not telling. Maximum range is 5. Minimal range is 64. Okay, there it is. So reload time is 15 seconds. So we're going to end up needing like ridiculous awesomeness. And pouring canisters to make plasma missiles have a damage over time effect and half their original damage over 30 seconds. Holding release when pouring a canister and plasma start processing process. I don't know. And slowly affects slightly higher damage. One pre-sun canister and a viewed missile. Silent, how you doing, my friend? So the minimum range is 64. So, because the other, yeah, but at 512, if I put it outside of them, it wouldn't matter. So ideally, then, if I went here, and unless I just need 2 missile launcher pods, probably. So maybe I'll put a launcher pod over here, a launcher pod over there. So since right now, kind of the way, or yeah, like back here, back there, and put them like ways out. Yeah, this place is starting to get a little weird. This in here. Problem is I'm starting to fill full of eyes. I don't think we need that. Yet. Definitely don't need more of this. Sting's fingers should be getting picked up. Nice. We have, yeah. This one's a little bit more. We went into this thing with a mindset of chaos, though. Not what I'm stuck. I need to output probably the glands. I need to get rid of them. I need to get rid of the green eyeballs. Just start making them. Because this thing is just get phosphorescent glands are just. I don't think we need a lot of them. Definitely not any as I'm big. I want to save the eyes. I'm trying to automate everything I can. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like anything I use a large amount of, I definitely use all of that stuff or automate all that stuff. Trying to make sure I don't need these things for anything useful. All it makes is a crude organic wings. You're dead. Organic power storage with them, but I need organic rock, which is useless. Can't do any of that. And I need them for Cola Richards, but I haven't put. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So you see, like here, like even you're like, oh, the bosses they're getting so. Oh, please. Spider Bro's not even over here. We use lasers, especially in the beginning. You almost have to, because there's nothing you can get that far down there that will produce power. Not early game. I think later game you can get geothermal and a couple other things to get power down there. Shoot lasers, but are power up. But in the beginning. So you'll see eventually, once they get close enough, these things start firing. If they do get close enough. So these guys over here they're getting close. Yeah. So as soon as he hits that range where those two guys can hit him, they kick on and start getting them from orbit. It's great. It's really good fun. They're trying. Oh, so they are heavy bosses. So those are the bosses. These are the heavies. Spider Bro at? Oh, he's over there. Spider Bro. Just wrecking shop. So, and then this constant onslaught of the creatures attacking us. We're having to. I have these things dotted around to pick up all the parts that drop, because we're trying to collect the stingers. And the sad part is the stingers are better used to, are the ruined parts are better used to me than some of the stuff, because I can always turn them into more stingers. And ultimately, stingers is what I need a large amount of. The other stuff, not all. So hopefully this will start getting cleared out again. This is the pristine Frostburg plants, not a fan. Um, is pristine faceted eyes. So pristine faceted eyes can all be destroyed. The perfect, the blue ones we use for Mark III lasers, and the purples we use for lenses. But even then, I don't need all of them. It's like I think it's just one or two per piece. Just go set up laser defenses around their around the overmind. It's just nuke them as soon as they come out of the overmind. That'd be rude. Like leave these defenses the way they are, and then just go set up enough around the outside of the eyeball stalks to see how they're burned before they even. What? What? Well, I saw that. Okay, so there went that. All right, so all the lights blink. All right, so that's good. Oh God, that's gonna. So the way this works, everyone, and thank you, Pete. Seriously, thank you for the donation. I do appreciate it, my friend.
And the integration still works.
Yeah, I'm sure that's Pete was testing to make sure all the stuff worked. So all the lights blink and all that stuff. I need to change it. The sound didn't make the sound, so I'm gonna have to add this. I'm gonna add the sound to the machine because Lumia did trigger. And I'm gonna probably. I need to sit down. I keep saying I need, but I need to sit down and really get into the industry. We need to come up with we need to come up with a good song to play for the alert for that.
Remember what category I put the extra life monitor machine in?
It's just exclamation green silent. I think you have permission to do that. The exclamation color I did away with. That went into points. It's a point range.
Plum?
I don't remember where you put it in.
Alright, I'll check the categories. So it's gonna put
Green
one down
works. You may not have to.
Yeah, I'm putting up more donation boards around the place because we don't have any downstairs yet. yeah, if this works out well this year, I might actually spend some effort and try and make the donation board in game better.
Yeah, well, it's good.
Yeah, but like, if I could set up automatic displays for things like, top donator,
Yeah.
stuff that we could just set up somewhere in the world and it would just do it all for us, and we just,
Got it. Yeah, it shows. I gotta look at it, figure out why you should be able to do that. Like the regulars, basically, if you've been in here long enough to get enough points to be a regular, like you put enough effort into the channel that you get special promotions. I don't know why it's not working. Like, as far as I'm concerned, at that point, like, and I've said it before, but cheese. Wait, no, that's the other one. Ooh, my other dishes. If you come in and you hang out, chat and stuff like that, whether you can afford to, donate or subscribe or any of that stuff, like I'm not here to judge you for that stuff. Like it's you giving me support by hanging out and showing up and saying hi. That's support, and I want to reward that. So I try not to ever do anything that's like, subscriber only. A B that may be. Yeah, no, especially this year, the last several years. Like I'm not here to judge people for their spot in life. Like the world's been horrible for people. It's been bad. Like a lot of people are having a hard time. It's hard on a lot of people. So I'm not here to try to think that just because I'm sitting here playing video games, you guys are hanging out, that you owe me anything. You guys owe me nothing. I do this because I enjoy it. I do this because I want to build a community. I enjoy it because I enjoy this company, not because I think I'm owed something. But unfortunately, right now I am owed having to go to work. So I'm trying to see it.
Shut up and take my money.
I wasn't trying to guilt you, Silent. It wasn't a guilt thing, my friend. I promise you. But thank you for the sub too. Yeah. We hadn't played in a while either. Just a quick one. I don't have a lot of time because I got shit I got to do today. But here's our manufacturing area. This is the base to start building the base. Just kind of the different things that we need. One of our minecart launchers. So basically, we're building minecarts, injecting them into here, and then they'll go off. Down here. Jetpack. You'll notice my my power is going down rather rapidly. This is where we're bringing all the ores up from our 2 mining areas down below. So this biomass, this is crystal, tin, copper, lithium, and iron, gold, nickel, titanium. We're back here. That all comes up here. This is test stuff that keeps building, trying to work some stuff out. Over here is our refining areas. This is all refining, trying to you know, there's 20 refiners for each type of ore. And then that leads over here to this to make stuff. Our defensive areas up here. Pete's paste area. I was working on the missile command over there. So over here we have basically just a bunch of guns trying to protect the core. Basically bringing stuff back from there. So this whole fiasco up here is just to power Spider Bro. This is just to power Spider Bro. So these are all. This is all charged lithium coil. So these are all lithium coils. There's 20 chargers below here. Just charging coils to feed Spider Bro. This is all making coils. This track here goes out to where we're poking the hive mind, doing horrible things to it, to generate enough resin to be able to do what we need to do with it. And this is this laser grid up here. So the way this works is I got the laser comes out here, goes up, goes over, goes back and forth, all the way across. And then it gets down over here, comes down, goes over, down, over, back up, and then powers this thing. So if a single piece of resin gets in any of those, it cuts power off. As you see right here, like the power's cut. So basically it stops it from growing, because if you hit that thing with too much power, like if I went and got like a Mark III battery and put it in there, charged it, and like this thing would just overgrow the entire map. Be bad. So it goes up in here somewhere, then we chew it back, and then we turn it back into resin and go make things with it, because that's what we do now. And then this area here is specifically to take ruined parts and turn them into paste, and then the paste goes back in here, and it goes in, gets turned to stingers. This whole situation here is just to get stingers. That's all we're doing here. Is trying to filter stuff down, and anything that's pretty much not a stinger gets destroyed. Like, oh, you're not a stinker? You're dead to me. I'm slowly trying to, because you look through here, see, these are, you know, pristine facet eye, perfect facet eye, pristine bursting client. Like, just talk to them. And then these are all the, these are Spider Bro Falcors. These are just regular Falcors. And they go out to all the beacons dotted around and bring stuff back, and then just store it. Try to figure out what. It's great fun. Great fun. So the goal is November 5th and 6th. We're going to be doing Extra Life. Please make sure, do me a favor, go hang out with Extra Life. Go check it out. Go check out Extra Life, do some research. This year we're playing to support Texas Children's Hospital, because it's Texas Children's Hospital that's who we support. Do me a favor, if you do decide you want to donate, what we'll be doing November 5th and 6th, we'll be doing from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're just playing all day. I'm not allowed to charge the OET before that date. I'm not even allowed to build it. Just because we don't want any charge. Like I don't like, I can't start charging the OE until about 4 to 6 hours into day 1, and I'm only allowed to kill 2 overminds on November 5th, and I can kill the other 2 on November 6th. We're doing that to allow people to try to donate money. Because every time you donate $5, I have to put another threat educator in. That causes them to get madder and madder and madder. And ultimately, the goal is for you guys to try to kill me. I'm trying to figure out what the punishment will be for that. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I'm leaning towards I don't know what to do yet. Not playing. No, we're not playing on hardcore. We want to have fun, and then once we get done with that, so once we kill the overhide, we're gonna start going into the railgun, and we're gonna see how fast we can launch the railgun. We're gonna take all the resources that we've built for defenses, and we're just gonna start pumping them into the railgun. Not seeing. Rated this one in a while. Everybody up. They're playing Minecraft. Unfortunately, like I don't even look to see if anybody's streaming FortressCraft anymore. Because I think I'm the only person that's streaming it. Oh, look at that. I'm the only person streaming it. I don't think other people even know that. I think that it's not going to work. The little beacons you find crashed around, you can get those and put them in, or you scan things and go to the research station, and when you scan stuff, you get a good come out. Oh, well, that one's not going to work. Because I was getting ready to raid up the end of this stream. All right, well, we'll just keep raiding this one. They're playing Input's playing Minecraft. We'll help them out some more. Do me a favor, go tell them I said hi, and we'll go from there. You guys be safe. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.